The Trump administration is unveiling its 2018 $4 trillion budget, and there's lots of things in there that Americans are going to want to see. Trump's budget is based on the premise that a tremendous amount of federal spending is wasted, both domestically and overseas. So we're going to see cuts of more than $3 trillion over 10 years to a variety of programs, predominantly focused, however, on programs for low-income Americans. There's about $1 trillion in cuts for Medicaid, food stamps, health insurance for the poor children, and programs like that the White House thinks need to be reorganized because the money isn't being delivered effectively or efficiently. The White House says more focus needs to be put on the taxpayers, the people paying the taxes, and not all the people receiving the benefits. And they think this should completely reorganize and restructure the way programs are funded into the future and next year. The biggest cut in this budget is for Medicaid. The White House wants to spend about $800 billion less on this program over the next 10 years by cutting the amount of money that goes towards states. Now, a big focus of this White House budget, quite frankly, is that too many people receive anti-poverty benefits, and they need to get back into the workplace. This is a controversial argument, obviously. Quite frankly, the Trump administration thinks too many people are getting food stamps and relying on these benefits, and if we cut these benefits off, then they'll get back into the workforce and help the economy grow. The Trump administration says that its budget will balance over 10 years. So, in other words, in the year 2027, there will be zero difference between federal spending and federal revenue. But that's based on some pretty controversial assumptions. First, they think there'll be incredible economic growth based on the spending cuts and the tax cuts they're going to propose. And that's really hard to predict into the future. And also, they're projecting only a slight increase in defense spending next year, and then relatively flat defense spending after that. Now, Trump had promised a lot more defense spending in the coming years to rebuild the military, but he's keeping that number low, which kind of helps his budget balance over 10 years.